Thorpe Park have been known over the past few years to not invest majorly into their park. I mean, as new rides go, since the Swarm, which was their last big coaster before Hyperia, we really only saw Angry Birds Land, a bouncy castle, my ghost train, Derren Brown's ghost train, this thing that I'm not even going to name, and obviously, as said, we now have Hyperia, the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster. There's been a few smaller things in between those, but most importantly, what does the future hold now? Is it going to stay very similar to the past, where we've only seen a few things and someone else is going to have another ghost train there? Well, it doesn't seem like it's going to be, because we have seen some plans come out recently for some future developments at the park, and they're quite big and quite exciting. So join me today as I discuss these huge new investments coming to the park very soon, and go through and speculate about some unanswered questions too. There is a lot to talk about, so be sure to watch till the end. And if you aren't already, then please be sure to subscribe as well. We're on the run to 100,000 subscribers now, which is crazy to even say that. So if you do want to help towards that goal and you do enjoy this video, please subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. So then, what is going on in the world of Thorpe Park now? As I've done with many speculation video over the years, I always have to start it with a bit of a history lesson. And yes, I've already been through those different things that we've got in the past, those investments, but that is not what I'm going to historically recount right now. This is more going to lead up to what we're going to see in the future. And I am talking about Amity Beach, that area right at the front of the park. You walk out of the dome and what do you see first? 4 water slides in a theme park. What is this, Planet Coaster 2 or something? But pretty much that area has been there for many years, if not the entire time Thorpe's been open pretty much. But it's had 2 sections to it. One is more of just a lazy beach area, and the other has depth charge. Used to have wet as well, which got renamed on Google Maps to wat for some reason, and also had a chill beach. So pretty much the right side was the bigger side and the left was the smaller side. Well, towards the end of this year, we obviously saw a poster arise at Fright Nights of the final beach party happening at Amity Beach on Sunday the 3rd of November, the last day of the season. That didn't actually happen, but it might do in 2025. And on the beach itself, we even saw a lot of digging and sort of what looked like ground testing or something taking place. Well, through some digging that Attraction Source have done, because they seem to be able to find everything, plans have actually been submitted for a replacement of the beach. Now, I know certain people, including myself, shamefully, were saying a Mack Extreme spinner could replace this. Oh, a brand new UK's tallest and fastest, Europe, world's tallest, and it would go around the beach area and go into the other section. No, that's definitely not what's happening. Instead, we are actually getting the main hub, which I think is what it's going to be called. And it's basically just an entertainment and show space, which is also acting as a picnic area with a stage and sort of just loads of benches around and some nice little buildings. It's just a nice chill out area without sand getting in your shoes. And in all honesty, with what could have replaced that area, I'm pretty happy they've gone with this, because of course Thorpe like to do a lot of different events such as Oktoberfest, Fright Nights, even Mardi Gras, so to have that central hub where they could probably do most of the main stuff all year round and those events, it's a pretty good spot, I think. And also, barely anyone ever goes on the beach anymore, especially the fact this is turning into a thrill park, not a water park. Depth charge, though, seems to be remaining along with that other side of the beach. I do think something's going to happen there eventually, which does open up further speculation. I'm not sure, really. They could put a flat ride there, maybe some family rides or something, just to sort of, you know, level the playing field, because they've just got Hyperia, this tall, fast roller coaster. They need something smaller, and that could be the area to do it. If not, get rid of Storm Surge and build a massive roller coaster there. But I said that for where the hub is going, and that's definitely not happening, so I'm not going to assume that will either. But you know, that hub area will be pretty cool, and something else they've seemed to uncovered as well, again, how, is the very interesting fact of that the Thorpe Park Resort, or I guess it's no longer a resort because they're not calling it that, but technically with what I'm about to say, you could call it a resort. It's going to potentially be getting a planned hotel, like a proper hotel, not just containers, on the lakeside for overnight stays. And from the concept and sort of rendering models, it does look really nice. It reminds me quite a lot of like the Boulevard Hotel in Blackpool, because as much as this one isn't as out of place as that is. It's got quite a sleek, dark, modern look to it, and I do actually really like it. So far, all we know that this is just being planned, and it's just going to be called Lakeside at Thorpe Park, with the at symbol, not just AT. Attention span is too short to put at. It's really just been spotted on this website called Bear Architects, which I'm assuming are the people that are going to be making it. And it pretty much says that they were requested to put forward a design proposal to assist an existing London-based client with a business case for a new 100-key hotel on their property on the outskirts of London. And it's been really well received and is currently on hold pending alignment with their client's development strategy. So pretty much if Thorpe Park say they want to do this, it'll happen. But if they decide not to, then it won't. Pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, like I said, it looks nice from the concepts. I really do hope this happens, because then that would also free up the Shark Hotel land if they were to get rid of that. And they could use that area as a new coaster or just new ride area as a whole. But then again, I'm probably being way too hopeful, because not everything is going to be replaced with a roller coaster. But talking of new rides and sort of property and area that is currently being occupied that might not be in the future, there of course is a ride in the park that has been rotting for about 7 or 8 years now and just hasn't been open at all. And as much as it seemed like it was going to get removed on the first year they said about it, it's still here. So what's happening with that? Well, first of all, in case you're not aware, the ride I'm talking about is Slammer, and I never got to go on it because it was open when I went when I was younger, but I was too much of a wuss. I am still crying myself to sleep over the fact I didn't go on it today. I know the ride's queue line has since been used for like Black Mirror, oh god I said that word, Living Nightmare, Deadbeat, those types of scare mazes and attractions inside the building behind, but nothing has ever happened to Slammer itself. And I'm not too sure if I'll be able to dig it back up, but when the sort of pass holder chat was open at the start of the year, which feels like a long time ago now by the way, they were very much hinting to us and in tweets and stuff that Slammer was going to be removed at the end of the season. And it's the end of the season. Is it going to happen? Well, if they can work around it, I actually think Slammer will go in the next few weeks, if not in the next few months, before the new season, because it wasn't great on the first year of your new roller coaster being open, turning around and seeing an SB&O one that's been there for 8 years. But what would be worse than that is 2 years of that. So hopefully they remove it. And I really wouldn't be surprised if straight away we see some sort of construction fence go up, or we maybe just see, you know, that queue line used for Deadbeat again. Which if they do have Deadbeat there again, I think they just need to rename it to Dead, to commemorate Slammer. But that queue may be used again for 1 more year, and then the year after, in 2026, I really do think we will see a brand new ride come to the park, because there was a name trademark for the name Skybound, which seems very, very Hyperia orientated, unless that's the name for the one at Towers and Thorpe's getting Toxicator. That might be the case. I can definitely imagine a tall, flat ride, one that soars towards the sky, is skybound. Maybe one of these things that's huge, or maybe a sort of one where you control sort of the way you flip, and like a flying one because Hyperia's opposite and it's about flight. Or you never know, we could see that building where Deadbeat is actually get removed along with the sort of wilderness bar area, and then something bigger goes in that space, but only time will tell. And until we know, we don't. I need to stop using that quote, I do. I mean, there are a lot of other things that will probably be happening in the future at Thorpe Park, but I wanted to stick this video to the ones that we know are going to happen. And I know the Slammer one isn't fully confirmed what's replacing it, but we know it's going, okay? If you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see the video where I spoke about that flat ride in full in-depth detail, click here. My voice is going. Oh, Slammer got my voice going, because it's going to be replaced by something that could be that. Oh!